Hello guys, so here today we have with another mechanical keyboard called the CIY Tester84. Now you might have heard of CIY before because CIY is known for selling very cheap mechanical keyboard with a very good quality. So things like the CIY 68 and the new one, which is the CIY gasket one. But today we will be looking at the CIY 84. One day I was just browsing through AliExpress as usual for new mechanical keyboard things, and I come across this CIY Tester84 for $22. Now imagine this, it has an aluminum case frame, it's hot swappable, it's RGB, and it has silicone on the case and silicone underneath the plate. For $22, where else can you find a mechanical keyboard like that? Also tray mounted with an aluminum plate. It's also, and so there's a battery inside it, and it also has adjustable feet. A lot of premium keyboards I buy nowadays don't even have adjustable feet. Although the case is made of aluminum, the bottom part of the keyboard is made out of plastic. It also comes with these Holy Panda style stabilizers, which are already lubed. And right out of the box, it's not bad at all compared to some other stock stabilizers where it's extremely rattly. It is solid. It's the plate mount, and it's not wobbly at all. It's solid. It's just so insane to see a keyboard being sold for only $22, while other keyboards, say for example Akko, starts at around $60 to $80, and Royal Clutch, which is around $30-40. So the value here is crazy. If you can somehow find the CIY 84 for sale, I definitely recommend you to buy it. So let's talk about the silicone dampening inside the case. Silicone is one of the best sound dampening material to use in a mechanical keyboard. So the sound, any switch you put inside it will sound a little more on the quiet side, but the thing is that there will be no extra noises. So there will be no case hollow sound, there will be no creakings or any sort of sound, unwanted sounds. Silicone is actually way better than things like EVA foam and Poron foam. So in this build, I am using the MMD Honey Tactile switches, which is made entirely out of palm. It is a tactile switch, and it is already lubed. For the keycaps, I will be using the Cherry Profile PBT Dye-sublimation keycaps, which is a Black Lotus clone. For this video, I'm not going to mod the Tester84. I am just going to see how it sounds straight out of the box. So if I were to mod this keyboard, I would just put one layer of masking tape underneath the PCB, but that's just about it. Oh, and I would probably fine-tune the stabilizers as well. There are still some ticking noises, but overall the out-of-the-box experience is very good. I just want to say that you don't need to buy super expensive mechanical keyboard to call it Endgame. It's very easy to find this in the Lazada store. It's always in stock. You don't have to wait for any group buys. Of course, you still have to wait about 2 weeks until this keyboard arrives from China, but it's still better than most group buys. It has all of the functionality you need in a mechanical keyboard. The high-end expensive keyboard, you are just paying for the hype. You are paying for the designer, the influencer who designed the keyboard. So you are paying for the rarity of the keyboard because there's not a lot of it in the market, so its value goes up. You are not paying for the keyboard itself. You are paying for superficial values like brand names and hype and scarcity. So the less there are in the market, the more expensive it will become because it's harder to get. So if you ask me, I rather use this $22 DIY kit than any of those expensive $500 keyboard group buy keyboards, and I would just be happy with it. So remember that more expensive does not always mean it will be better. You can find happiness with just a budget. I think the JWK Black V2s or Aqua Jelly Blacks or Gatoron Oil Kings would work really well for this keyboard because it has a really dampened sound due to the silicone on the case and underneath the PCB. So in the future, if you guys want to see part 2, I'll order some JWK Black V2s and put in the Tester84 to see how it will sound. So thank you for watching, and here's the sound test for this build. Stay tuned for part 2.